Wow, a glass awning. Is this original, do you think?
Yes, I believe the awning is original.
New York superbroker Dolly Lenz is in San Francisco checking out a trophy mansion in one of the richest neighborhoods in town, Pacific Heights.
We're about to meet the owner who will give us a lot of interesting scoop.
She's with luxury brokers Barbara Klein and Joel Goodrich, checking out one of the most expensive homes for sale right now in San Francisco. We'll get to the price tag later, but first, let's meet the owner.
Hi, Ken. Hi.
So glad you could come.
Nice to see you.
Kenneth Page is a philanthropist, an art collector, and the CEO of the Page Glass Company. It's been in his family for generations. This mammoth home is just one of his places. He also has a penthouse home at the Four Seasons and another home in a wealthy suburb, all within 30 minutes of each other. He added this mansion to his collection in 2005 when he spent $8.5 million for it and millions more on the renovation. Let's eavesdrop as he shows Dolly around.
How did it look when you purchased it?
We kept a lot of this original design. We kept all the good things we thought, but the rest of the house was a disaster.
The home has some super rich history. It was built in 1905 as a private home for Southern aristocrats. In the 1950s, it was pink and nicknamed the Pink Palace.
This thing was like 30, 40 bedrooms, and it was a high-class boarding house. They cooked meals here, but they had some very famous guests.
They didn't just sleep here, they partied here too, big time, throwing lavish cocktail parties every Friday night for 15 years. Bet the neighbors love that.
We brought it back to a single-family residence and tried to fix it up in a way that would be consistent. So we're still expecting the queen, right? and here you are, and here you are.
The Pink Palace is no longer pink, but it's still party central. Listen to this.
Balcony, what would you use that for overlooking here?
It's the ideal place for the orchestra. I mean orchestra, there's, 11 pieces.
Oh, just a
I mean, this is not... Well, come on into the kitchen. Double fridge and double beverage thing over in the bar. Every kind of burner you'd ever want.
So it's a very French country kind of look, right?
Well, in the French country, they don't have 3 dishwashers and 3 sinks and ice makers.
Touché. This is the Tiffany skylight. Can I ask you an indelicate question?
Sure.
What is it worth?
To me, it was the world, because that was one of the reasons I bought the house. So anyway, this is, let's go.
You skirted the issue. What is it worth?
You're the top realtor in the nation, so you tell me.
Okay, to give you an idea of just how valuable this enormous Tiffany skylight is, an original Tiffany lamp created about the same time this house was built, sold at Christie's for $2.8 million. This mansion also has a Tiffany fountain.
This was one of the rooms that we really, really redid. The funniest thing, originally there were no windows in this thing before, but you've got wonderful views here that we were able to take advantage of.
The 16,000 square foot house has 7 bedrooms, 8 full and 3 half bathrooms, 7 fireplaces, 6 cast bronze balconies, 5 marble terraces, and 1 tiger.
What is that? Staring at me.
Shot it in India.
No, did you really?
Oh, no.
Oh, baby. Crocodile Dundee here. I see a lot of payphones in the house, like real old-fashioned payphones. What's the story with that?
It's a joke. They're actually real working phones, and you can use it without paying. You can see all the little eagles.
In 1915, the owners of the house got a little eagle crazy. That's because they wanted to impress the Queen of Romania, who's going to stay here during her visit to San Francisco. But that never happened. Supposedly, World War I forced her to cancel.
This is the roof deck, and quite a view.
So this is something you added on?
Actually, we did, and that's why we had to seismic the whole house.
That's right. In order to score those priceless views, Page had to spend a fortune making the house earthquake-proof.
I thought it was worth it. I said, whatever it takes, let's do it.
Mr. Page spent 2 years and millions to make this place look spectacular. Now, he plans to cash out. What he wants for the Mega Mansion makes it one of the most expensive homes in all of San Francisco. Drum roll, please. Price tag? $24.8 million. You're inside one of the largest, most high-tech vaults in the country, where super rich collectors store their most prized possessions. It's packed with Ferraris, rare wines, and artwork worth millions. Welcome to RoboVault, a state-of-the-art 150,000 square foot safety deposit box. And we've got the keys, or at least the fingerprint, that'll get you inside. The company's demo DVD looks like a futuristic video game. And that's pretty much what it looks like in person. And it's all run by this woman.
We don't reveal the names of our clients. In some cases, we'll sign non-disclosure agreements.
Susan McGregor is RoboVault's president, and while her list of wealthy clients is top secret, we can tell you it includes some names you'd recognize. From pro athletes to celebrities, Miami's ultra-rich are drawn to the Mega Vault looking for privacy, security, and a place strong enough to withstand a Category 5 hurricane.
That's very important to us, that we're Cat 5, that we're not in a flood zone, and that we store above sea level.
In other words, while Miami gets pounded by a megastorm, this Ferrari stays high and dry. We'll show you exactly how this works in a minute, but first, let's see more of the vault. Behind this walk-in safe is a room filled with safety deposit boxes like you'd see at a bank, only way cooler. A secret code plus your fingerprint releases a high-tech key that's instantly programmed to open your safety deposit box. And McGregor admits she doesn't even know exactly what's locked up in here.
The Brinks truck was here, and we had the owner's rep retrieve a package, and they went directly into the vault. And I'm not sure what they put in there, but I understand it was jewels.
This vault is even more unusual.
It's perfect a place to store wine.
Welcome to the Wine Vault. It's basically a high-security refrigerator for liquid assets. It can hold 90,000 bottles of fine wine and champagne in the perfect environment. That is, 70% humidity and 55 degrees Fahrenheit.
I keep almost half my wine here at RoboVault.
Greg Maseko is a financial advisor, a winophile, and the part owner of Red Mare Winery based in Napa Valley. He moved to Florida just before Hurricane Andrew hit and quickly learned a valuable lesson.
I had flown ahead of my family with 15 of my most prized cases of wine in the car.
Worried that Andrew would knock out his electricity and put his climate-controlled wine in danger, he panicked.
I got in the car and I drove 5 hours north of Jacksonville to get air conditioning for my wine during the storm.
He not only stores his wine at RoboVault, but on occasion, he drinks it here too.
It's called Red Mare Cabernet. It's made in the Napa Valley.
The facility includes a wine tasting room where clients can enjoy their vino and the dramatic views into the car vault, which we'll show you in a minute. Over in the art vault, the team is packing up a crate for a wealthy client in Florida. We can't tell you her name, but we can tell you that she's shipping over $100,000 worth of art to her son in Australia. And this is just a fraction of the collection that she's storing here. Susan says the strangest collection she's ever seen is one of giant bones.
A collection of dinosaur bones. And those bones were being transported from Florida to New York. We had pallets of dinosaur bones.
And now for the car collection. We can't tell you who owns this $250,000 yellow Ferrari, but we can show you how far its ultra-wealthy owner will go to make sure his wheels are safe and sound. Whether it's a $500,000 Porsche Carrera GT or a $450,000 Mercedes SLR McLaren Roadster, to get a supercar in or out, you need a secret code and a fingerprint that sets this robo crane in motion. sending it on a hunt to retrieve a Ferrari 458 Italia from deep inside the vault. The crane slides over and heads up to the Ferrari's climate-controlled apartment. It's stored between 30 and 60 feet above sea level. Careful not to damage that precious cargo, the robo-crane pulls the car and the concrete slab that it's sitting on. In just minutes, the Ferrari appears at ground level. After a dramatic slide, a quick spin, and some fanfare, the yellow prancing horse is delivered on a silver platter.
It's almost a ballet, the way all the pieces move together. Enjoy the view.
Ron Pecor loves watching a Ferrari dance through the vault, even the ones that aren't his.
This is state-of-the-art kind of thing. What more could you ask for?
Ron's ride is a 1967 vintage Ferrari. He bought it back in 1981 when it was worth about 50 grand. Today, it's worth about 2 million. The retired finance professor says the Ferrari is the best investment he's ever made.
It's a family heirloom almost, so I want to make sure it's in a very safe, protected location.
For security reasons, McGregor won't disclose the dollar value of the vehicles locked up in her vault. But from the parade of cars that we saw going in and out, this place is one of the most super rich car garages in all of America. And the views from her office are very cool.
Every day, every couple of minutes, something new and different comes by my office. My son thinks I have the greatest job in the world.